It's Team the General from Three of a Kind with another tier list, the Monkees, audio, video releases, starting with the groundbreaking TV series called The Monkees, which ran from 1966 to 68. Most of the episodes are fantastic. The self-titled debut album was released at the end of 1966 and was actually pretty good overall. More of the Monkees followed a few months later. It became their best-selling album ever and was a relative improvement. However, the follow-up, Headquarters, released in the spring of 1967, was much better. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones is their best studio album ever, released at the end of a whirlwind year for the band. The Birds, the Bees, and the Monkees followed early in 1968. Despite being their first album to not reach #1 and panned critically, it still holds up pretty well. The Monkees' only theatrical release, Head, came out at the end of 1968. Most of it is exceptional. The accompanying soundtrack was released around the same time and is probably their third best studio album ever. 33 1/3 Revolutions per Monkey was their first TV special, the last project Peter Tork worked on during the 1960s, and is decent. Instant Replay was released around the same time in 1969 and is definitely worth checking out. The Monkees' Present or Present followed at the end of the year and was Mike Nesmith's last stand for a long time. Changes followed a few months later in 1970 and was definitely their worst album to date. The remaining members, Mickey Dolenz and David Jones, called it a day after one more single, teaming up again in the mid-70s, but really not doing much until the Monkees reunited in 1986. Without Nesmith, and Jones was not present for 3 studio recordings. In 1987, Dolenz, Jones, and Tork released the album Pull It. Most of it is abysmal. Just Us was the first album featuring all 4 members since the late 60s. Released in 1996, about half of it is good. Hey Hey We're the Monkees was a TV special released the following year. Along with a tour, it is the last project that all 4 members worked on together. Good Times was released in 2016 after the death of Jones. Despite a few highlights, it is a letdown overall. Christmas Album remains the last studio album released by the Monkees. A relative improvement, it features contributions from all 4 members. Although, just like the last 2 albums, Dolenz sings on most of the songs. Not long after its release, Tork died, followed by Nesmith a few years later. Check out Three of a Kind for videos on mostly pop, rock music, other tier lists. Subscribe, comment, like, and thanks again for watching.